Hey everyone, how are you doing? I wanted to stop and make a quick video today. It's about something that happened earlier this day. So my kitchen sink had been giving me a bit of trouble the last couple of days. It wasn't draining properly and it was just a mess trying to use the kitchen. So I had somebody come take a look at the sink. He wasn't even there for up to 5 minutes. He tinkered with the, I don't know, is it called the garbage disposal? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. He tinkered with that a little bit. And then he sticks his hand down the sink and he finds this tiny little rock. And don't ask me how a little teeny tiny pebble entered into my garbage disposal. I have no idea. I'm not sure. It may have been some vegetables we got recently. I don't know. Anyhow, what was so shocking to me about this is that both of my sons had actually checked the sink because we've had issues with our sink before, and it's usually somebody left a spoon or some other, like a little measuring cup thing falls into the sink, into the drain. But both of my sons had checked and neither of them had found anything in there. But what occurred to me today is that this gentleman, he's a plumber, so he's more familiar with what the inside of our drains are supposed to feel like, right? And so he was able to easily spot what wasn't supposed to be there. And that had me thinking. It actually had me praying, if I'm supposed to be honest. And I am supposed to be honest, so let me be honest. And my prayer was very simple. I asked the Lord to help me so that I would be sensitive to even the smallest things that come into my life and could potentially impact my spiritual walk with Him. I'm going to say that again. I prayed to be sensitive to even the smallest, the tiniest thing that could impact my spiritual life negatively. And I'm just sharing that with you all. Like, there's so much going on in the world today. There's so much we have to focus on. There's so much seeking our attention and distracting us that we can often ignore the little things, right? Because they seem harmless. They don't really amount to much. They seem inconsequential. But like many things in this life, that little thing that seems inconsequential can actually have a humongous impact. This teeny tiny rock, I don't know how it got into the sink, but that little thing stopped the entire drainage system in my kitchen from working. Like, we couldn't do dishes. My dishwasher was acting funny, right? That little rock was impacting so much of my ability to use the kitchen. And I guess that's how life is, isn't it? If we allow certain things to get into our lives, all of a sudden our spiritual life is impacted. Our walk with the Lord is impacted. Our capacity to serve God and to do the things that He placed us in this earth to do, impacted, and in a negative way. And if our walk is impacted negatively, it doesn't just impact us, right? It impacts all the people that God wants us to have an impact on. There could be a coworker who you're supposed to speak to, but because there's this little thing in your life, you're distracted. Your spiritual walk is askew. So that's just something I learned today, and I figured I should share it. I pray that you are blessed, and I'm sorry about the noise. But let me know, have you had a similar experience where there's been that little thing that grew into something much bigger that impacted your life? I know for me, TV has done that, and I've had to literally be a lot stricter this year about secular programming. I just haven't watched much of it this year, and I'm grateful for it. I've noticed a great impact in my walk with the Lord. So anyway, let me know. What do you think? God bless you. Bye.